Welcome back, everybody. I've already lit the pipe here. I've been sitting in here for a little bit. I was trying to get the fancy light that I bought, that I haven't used yet. Trying to find a spot for it. I thought I could maybe get it on the tripod and do that, but it's not magnetic enough. So, because there's little magnets on the back, so I gotta kind of rig something up. I'm not sure. The light was good over here, but it casts a shadow over here. So I may get another one. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Struggling to light that. Thankfully, it's Friday. Interesting thing happened at work. I was walking down to get on my break, and I got bit by something. I have no idea what bit me. I was just walking down, and it felt like something got me. It didn't feel like a mosquito, although it could be a mosquito. It hurt a little more than that, but I don't know. Hard to say. It's not too itchy now. I put some stuff on it, so it's not too bad. Anyway. But just want to apologize about my nihilistic thoughts video last night. I wasn't exactly clear on those thoughts. I was kind of all over. They were kind of just popping off in my head throughout the day. You know, I was in the pool contemplating these things, and I didn't really quiet my mind enough to get a better, give you a better explanation, and myself as well. So, but there'll be more times where I kind of dive into that. I'll go back and watch the video and kind of digest it again and kind of get a clearer, more precise kind of thinking process with that. But yeah, I was a little all over. But you know, you'll see this on this channel where I kind of just spout off ideas and kind of hopefully inspire you guys or make you guys think. That's the idea, anyway. Supposed to get we were all day supposed to get some tropical rain from the tropical storm there. I can't remember the name of it. I haven't really watched the news, but I just know it's a tropical storm. But it moved more towards New York and not towards, I guess, to the west, not east where Rhode Island is. So, although we got potential for a downpour or whatnot. So, I do have a bunny update. As soon as I was done here, going into the house, I was walking down right by the pool, and at first I stopped at the garden, banged on the fencing that's around the garden to see if the rabbit was in there, see if Hopper was in there. Nope, so sure enough, I turned on the flashlight on my phone to go around the pool, and to see if they were around where they were digging or trying to burrow, and what do you know? There was a rabbit, and there was a baby rabbit. So, I was like, you son of a bitch. I can't believe it. You hadn't been here all day, and all of a sudden in the middle of the, well, not in the middle of the night, this is around 10 o'clock at night, you come and drop off, you come here and you have a baby or something. So I was talking as I was walking by. She got a little nervous, didn't know what to do, but I said, don't worry, I'm going this way. I went around her. I kind of conceded defeat and like, hey, you got a little kid there, I can't bother you. I went in the house, I went upstairs, shined the flashlight down, and I didn't see her in that spot. And then I saw her over in the grass going around the pool. So I was like, all right. So I checked sporadically, and then I went to bed. And I got up. It's funny, I got up at like 2 o'clock, 2:30, and I just couldn't get quite to sleep. Like, I was still asleep, but I was awake. It's that funny feeling like you're asleep, you're getting sleep, but you're kind of alert of what's going on around you. I don't know. It's a weird state of sleep, I guess. I don't know what they call it. I'm sure there's a fancy name for it or whatever. But so I came out in the morning to turn on the pool and have a cup of coffee and listen to the birds. And I looked where the spot was where I saw her and the little baby, there was no burrow, no nothing. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And then I started panicking. And I think this is what kept me up last night. Is I was thinking that like, maybe when I filled in the hole around the pool, that I suffocated the baby or something like that. But that's not the case because there was no baby, there was no rabbit. I know she went around this side of the pool, the back side here, where kind of near where I am, just a little over that way. And I haven't seen them since. So I don't know. I thought that I would have woke up. There would have been a big burrow. None of that. So that's the story on Hopper and the family of rabbits and the Elmer Fudd that I am. Uh, that's the story. So in any case, crazy times. Love this pipe. So, the other thing I was thinking of today, from last night's video, was time, the perception of time. Well, not perception of it, but well, I guess a little bit of perception, but more of like how it kind of just marches forward and it goes by quicker than you realize. Because I think back, and not that I'm nostalgic. I am nostalgic. I like I like Star Wars. I like Indiana Jones, Back to the Future. I like my arcades, which I have in the house and stuff, and that takes me back to a part of my life that was fun and exciting. I mean, it wasn't all roses and great and all that stuff. There were dark times, but that's why I cherish those moments is because those were fun times. But not that I'm overly nostalgic. It's just for me, it's very weird looking back when I was a kid and to where I am now because it seems like such a lifetime ago, but it really wasn't. It was only 35 years ago when I was a child. I'm 43 now, so do the math there. And mid 80s, early 80s, and you think back, it was such a lifetime ago, and you kind of forget some of that stuff, and it's weird. And now I'm 43. My dad's 73, and I think of my parents, and they're older, and especially my dad. You think about your parents. People start checking out in their 80s, and you think to yourself, "Holy crap!" It's like some days you look at your watch, like time's passing by, man. This is crazy to think. But he's a young, healthy 73, so he should be around quite a while. I hope, and myself as well. But I'm 43, and I'm thinking to myself, I started my job 21 year, well, 21, 20 and a half, almost 21. October will be 21 years ago. And even that seems like a lifetime ago. Like it was at a different building, we moved, and that was ages ago. It seems like it never even happened sometimes, and it's just weird how time just marches. Like even graduating like high school and college, that was so long ago, and it's like, it really wasn't. But I don't know. That's what fascinates me about time. Is it just kind of marches on, and we're so oblivious with our day-to-day life that we forget, and all of a sudden we look around, we're like, oh shit, I'm 60 something years old, or oh, I'm 43. What the hell happened? That's crazy to think. You even think like when I was a kid, World War II was kind of still being talked about. Still, I knew my grandfather was a World War II vet. I knew him. World War II vets, and you talk about them. Now they've kind of all but died out. But it's just crazy to think that like that's not that far. 70 years ago, 70 some odd years ago, and here we are. And in my lifetime, we'll probably reach 100 years since World War II. And that's crazy to even think about because to me it seems like, oh, it was in the past, but it really wasn't that long ago. And it's funny, when I remember when I was a kid growing up and I'd watch the World War II videos or shots of it or the documentaries and stuff, and which George Lucas was inspired by to do the combat by those dive bombing documentaries and stuff like that. And I think to myself, wow, they were in propellers. For an engine there, and the jet was in development, and the Nazis developed the jet, but it was way too late by then to do anything. And you think about it, when I was a kid, we're in jets and jet fighters and all that other stuff, and you're like, that wasn't really that long ago. Like, it just moves. Actually, the plane, the evolution of the plane within 100 years was crazy because we went from the little, you know, Kitty Hawk to landing on the freaking moon, which is crazy. I think less than 100 years, right? That's nuts. So that's what I was thinking about time today. Mostly because I'm getting older, my daughter's getting older, and I'm in that awkward position of like when I was growing up, my dad was my age, and now he's like my grandfather's age when I was growing up, and it's a weird thing how it's like a conveyor belt. Like, all right, my grandfather had his time, he passed. It's my father, then it'll be me, and then my daughter, and it's just crazy to think about. Not to get all morbid or anything. It's just fascinating time, and then of course the perception of time. It's all relative, right? Depends on where you are in the universe and how fast it's going and all that other crap. That's crazy. Hmm. Fun to think about. Lastly, I'll close with this. The good news is tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be getting my microphone. So I'll be wireless. So the audio should improve and it should be better and it shouldn't be you shouldn't be hearing all that ambient stuff like the birds, the pool filters and stuff. Not as much at least, I hope. We'll find out coming, you know, when that comes. I'll even do a review on the microphone. You guys can be the judge, right? So that'll be tomorrow. I may, if I get up early enough, I'll probably do another video. And I may do a nightcap too, like where I come out at night and we'll test the microphones. Because it won't be here till, I imagine, midday or whatever. And, you know, it won't be here. If I do a video for a coffee chat, it won't be here. I can guarantee you that. Because I'll be up at 5 o'clock and probably doing a video here. We'll see. But YouTube has been kind of interesting. Um, I feel like I'm getting better talking. I don't know if like the subject material I'm talking about is all that great yet, because I'm kind of just spouting my thoughts off. I'm not exactly planning anything. It's kind of just fly by the seat of my pants, if you will. So I might take my notebook and bring it with me, and throughout the day, just write a few points that I want to talk about. Just like bullet points, really. I think that's what I'll do. Just so I have a better understanding. Because I have several ideas, or, well, not several, well, a lot of ideas running through my head. Um, so, it's best to write it down. Because sometimes I forget. I have them and I write them down usually, but sometimes I forget. Um, so I'll probably start doing that a little bit, just to have maybe a few more topics to talk about as we go, or maybe one where I can kind of focus a little bit. Maybe do a little research before I come on. Who knows? Alright, gang. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think about time and the concept of it and how you ponder it. I'd be curious to hear it. Like, do you guys see it like I do? Like, or do you see it differently? I don't know. Curious. Let me know. You can email me. My email is down below. Or you can send a comment. Put a comment in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Alright. I'm going to finish this up, go back in the house, and relax. Do a little reading. See you guys tomorrow.